Be remembered, eh?
Yeah, big metal tags on it. It's a good shirt.
Love it. Morning, Tam. Right, let's get going. Let's grab to start with, guys. Today, 2 balls. Let's go with 2. I think Rianne should be here in a minute. So let's start with them. I can't see anything. I'm just going to make these lights a bit. And let's start this morning with a 1 and a 1. So let's take 2 balls and let's just build up some energy in both of our hands and let's just check into our space. We're going to do something a little bit different today than what we've been doing. But I'll explain that in a minute. So let's just build up a bit of energy with those 2 balls and let's just take a breath, check into our space. So just take a look around the room where you're at and notice 10 different things. Count. Just have a look. Think about where you got that thing from, who put it there, the story behind it. And as soon as you've done that on one thing, move to the next thing. Keep building this energy in your hands. Feel the sensations that the balls make. And then as we do that, let's keep looking around the room this morning. So keep on the move, keep walking around. Let's just find a little bit of gratitude. So as we... let's look around the room and be inspired by what's in there to find our gratitude this morning. So your gratitude, I want you to connect it to whatever is in your space. Okay, whether it's a little thing that somebody got for you or there's a memory. Here's Rianne. Oh, no, that's Kat. Admit. And let's just find that. Let that feeling wash over you. Okay, remember the feeling in your hands. Morning, Kat. We're just working with 2 balls and throwing them across just like this to start with. Okay. Right, guys, let's ground ourselves in the space and let's go from 1-1 to 4-4 together. 1-1, 4-4, 1-1, 4-4. And just as a little exercise, let's just throw the balls up and see the height of them. Okay, let's try and get them at the same point. So do a couple of 1s and a couple of 4s, a couple of 1s and 4s. Let's just close our eyes. Keep going back to that 1s and let's just let that gratitude wash over us this morning. Take a deep breath in. And then a breath out. Okay, so this morning what we're going to do is we're going to be inspired by this little book that I've had on my shelf for ages. I don't know if you can see it. It's called The Little Book of Mindfulness. So I've had it on my shelf for years. And every now and then I pick it up. But I've seen it actually a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, oh, I'll put that in my bag. So it's been in my bag for a couple of weeks, but I've not actually grabbed it. So what we're going to do to start with is we are going to work. We're just going to do a bit of juggling today and a bit of juggling practice. And we are going to work on something we want to achieve. So I want you to just, in your head right now, whatever you're working on, Tam and Pete, just think about it in your head, whatever you're working towards, what you've not quite got yet. Alice, I'm going to give you Kat, I'm going to give you a task. Okay, you've got 2 balls, Kat. And you're going to work on your throw, catch. Okay, so what we're doing is a 3 and then another 3. Okay, 3, 3. And that's what we're working on for the first 5 minutes. So the theme of this first 5 minutes is something that you've not quite got yet. So you can work on 3 balls here, Pete. And morning, Rianne.
I can't quite get that.
Let's have a look. Can you tilt your camera down a little bit, Kat?
Right, what am I supposed to be doing?
Okay, so we've got 1 ball. And what we're going to do is, to start with, just throw 1 ball over and back and forth, just like that. Okay, great. So what's going to happen when that first ball gets to the top, we're going to throw the second ball back again. So we're going to go 1 there and then 1 back. Okay, so don't worry too much about the catches now. Just worry about throwing it, but just throwing them over in that cross pattern. So 1 ball goes that side, 1 ball goes that side. I'm going to watch. Have a couple of goes at that, and I'm going to check in with you in a second. So, Rianne, this morning, what we're working on is, for the first few minutes, is something that we've not quite got yet. So something that we're working towards, and we're going to use that for the thing for the first 5 minutes. So let's just get into our head and use that space. Kat, give that a go again, and I'm going to watch her. Okay, so what's happening with you now, Kat? And this happens to a lot of people. You throw it and then you pass it across. You throw it and you pass it across. Okay, what I want you to try and do is throw one. Let's not worry about the catches. Throw one, then throw the other one. So we're throwing both. There you go. That's it. Do that like 20 times. Okay, and then going for the catches later on.
Right. Yeah.
Okay, guys. So as you do this, okay, let's think past the balls. Can't just stay with the balls for now. Don't worry about this. For those that are working on those juggling patterns, think past those balls and think about something over the next 4 minutes that you're working towards, not necessarily juggling wise, but that you're working towards in your life, maybe that you're working towards professionally or personally, whatever. And let's just have some time. And I'm going to skim through my little book of mindfulness, and I'm going to find us some lovely quotes this morning. I can't find one. Okay, we're going to do this for 1 more minute. So let's just have 1 more minute of that practice, something that we're working on towards. Brilliant, Kat. That's it. You got it. You just got to work on them catches. Perfect. Tam, you know, you were saying about the box before. Is that 441, the box thing that you were working on? Is that the same or is that different? No. What's the numbers of 441? Do you know? Anyone? Yeah, the numbers totally make me understand it. The site swaps.
In the numbers of box.
Yeah. Is there like a site swap translation?
I think it's 313, isn't it?
Isn't it 414141?
414141, yeah?
Yeah.
414141.
Okay.
414141.
I'm gonna do Ben after, you know, with his the papers. That's gonna help me. Okay, guys, right? Let's take that. Let's throw them balls just on our heart, and let's close our eyes for a second and just take that energy that you spent there for that first few minutes, working on that something that you're working on. And the first thing I found, I just flicked through this and it popped up, and it's about making up your mind, and I quite like this morning. It stood out to me. When we procrastinate and distract ourselves with busyness, we avoid engaging with the real thing, our lives. Mindfulness helps us become really present, so we respond wisely to a challenge and experience each moment as it unfolds. Okay, so let's take, I'm going to read that again, but let's go back into your juggling now. So let's spend another couple of minutes working on whatever you're working on, and I'm going to just repeat that. And just in the back of your mind, just in the background, let's let it wash over you. Maybe think about how it resonates with you. Is there anything that is happening today or yesterday, this week, this weekend, going forward that sticks out? Remember, catch them thoughts. When we procrastinate and distract ourselves with busyness, that's in quotation marks, we avoid engaging with the real thing, our lives. Mindfulness helps us become really present, so we respond wisely to a challenge and experience each moment as it unfolds. I'm going to watch you for a second, see where we're at. Really nice, Kat. You got it.
I think I need some balls.
Yeah, that'll definitely be easier. Are you using socks?
Yes.
Totally, yeah. That's exactly what you honestly, it'll make the experience a lot nicer and it feels easier. Sort of like little beanbag squashy balls. Okay, guys, right. So what we're gonna do is this next little bit is inspired by we're going to use it with two balls. It's inspired by Rianne. So this week I was struggling for, well, I wasn't struggling for a theme. I thought, well, we'd all have our own themes. But I was struggling to find a bit of content yesterday. I was struggling to shape yesterday's session. And then Rianne sent me a message last night and said, oh, you know, you can share my theme, which is mountains. And this morning I got up and I wanted to find a fact about a mountain. Now, Rianne might already know this as she's been digging into a theme. And I don't know how accurate this information is, but we're going to use the information that I found. So there are in the world 1,187,049 mountains. Okay, I'm sure that's just a number. Okay, but we're going to use that for today. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to throw out these numbers to you. We're going to do a rampage on it, a rampage. So this rampage is becoming a series of numbers that I'm throwing out that you're reacting to. Okay, so we're going to go through each one of those numbers. Okay, I'm going to do it first of all. So I'm just for the purposes, well, for some mindfulness and the purposes of Kat, let's just go through all of the site swaps. So let's just start with one ball to start with. So we're going to go with one. That's our million. One. We've got one again. We've got an 8 if we can reach it. So high up as you can, probably to your ceiling. So remember, 4, 6 is higher, and then 8's even higher than that. Okay. So we've got an 8 in there. We've got a 7. So there's a 3. This is a 5, and that's a 7. Okay, so we've got that 7 in there. We've got a 0. At that 0 point, I want you to drop your balls, put your hands on your heart, close your eyes and think of something really quick that you're grateful for, a catch in the air, okay? As soon as I say the next number, you're going to pick the balls up and you're going to do a 4. Okay, so this is a 4. And then we're going to finish off with a 9, which might not be possible with how your roof is. But let's cross that ball over and get it as high as we can, okay? So I'm going to start slow. And we're going to start mindfully and we're going to speed up. So 1, 1, 8, 7, 0, 4, 9. Okay, we're going to do that again. But I'm not going to say them individually. I'm going to say them as a whole number. 1,187,049. That includes a series of things you need to do. I like that, guys. Bend down. Thanks, Rianne. Bend down to get that that high number. Okay, we're going to do that again. You can optionally add a second ball if you want to. Okay. 1,187,049. Mountains in the world on Earth. 1,187,049. What I want you to do this time is I want you to be aware and be mindful of your movement, of your body. So I'm giving you this. And you're doing the juggling, you're throwing the balls, but your body is going on this journey of movement. And you might be thinking about the numbers. You are thinking about also what you're grateful for. But let's this time be mindful of that body and what that body's doing. And maybe let's change it up a little bit this time. 1,187,049. One last time, 1,187,049. Remember, catch them moments of gratitude. And once you're done, if you've not got a second ball, grab yourself a second ball and let's just run through this week's analogy, this week's visualization, okay? And this week we're on our bike, okay? So we're pedaling this bike at a 3-1. So Kat, this is what you were doing earlier, a 3 and a 1, a 3 and a 1, okay? But we're pedaling up that mountain today, or all 1 million of them, okay? And we kind of, as we pedal, what I want you to do is I want you to visualize how it feels on your body to pedal up a hill. And then maybe come to a flat surface and think about the ease, the difference in these pedals. Maybe draw a parallel to the energy that we give our day. We've got some brakes that we can put on, we can take off. Maybe let's draw a parallel to the visualization last week of this dam that stops things, that stops water. These brakes, they stop us. We choose to put them there. We choose to take them away. We've got the wheels, 5 and a 1, 5 and a 1, 5 and a 1. We can go forwards or we can go backwards. And let's just visualize that. Visualize that hill or that mountain. So think back to the last time that you was in an environment with a hill or a mountain, and remember, recognize these wheels that are going round as a consequence of that energy that we're giving to the pedals. And let's come to our 3-3. So this is back to where we work at, this 3-3, throw, throw, catch, catch. And recognize us sitting on that bike, pedaling up or down or anywhere. Let's draw a parallel to last week's waves in the river. That strength, that infinity sign that is always flowing, is always going. Recognize us on that bike. And then finally, our 6-6, the spokey dokies, as Ben calls them. The little things on the wheels that are going up and down, up and down. And let's imagine that there's quite a lot of them on that bike and they're all moving depending on how fast we're pedaling, how much we're able to pedal up that hill. Remember, we've got gears on this bike, okay? So we can drop down a gear, we can be a bit kinder to ourselves, we can slow things down, we can make it easier on ourselves. And imagine these are all thoughts that are just popping in and out of the head, up and down. So what we're going to do today to finish off is we're going to take our elbow, and we're going to put our elbow here, and you're going to put a ball on the one elbow. And we're going to try and do this with two sides, okay? So as you balance, try and get that second ball without that first dropping on that second elbow. Try a couple of times. If you can't, just do it with the one side. I'm going to do it with one. And what we're going to do is we're going to drop the hand down. We're going to swing the arm into a smile. After 3, 1, 2, 3. And whatever happened, whether you caught it or not, put your hand or your ball on your heart, take a breath in and turn that into a hug for yourself, and have a really mindful, beautiful day. And I hope you enjoy it and you have a lovely one. And I shall see you tomorrow.
Thank you.
I need to get one of them, I think, Pete. I'm going to message Sean. I like him.
So this new merchandise from Circus House. Stay safe and stay circus. Circus at home.
Love it.
Brilliant.
Cheers,
Thanks,
guys.
Joe.
No worries.
Thank
See you
you.
later. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Cheers for joining in live, guys. See you back here
See you, mate.
tomorrow.